All right, everybody. Welcome to our score machine training. Thank you guys for being on time. This is going to start our training now. So, before we get started, I will give you a brief understanding of why the score machine was created. So, the score machine was created to assist individuals with determining if their profile, in fact, is ready to be funded. So, we have over 4,000 lenders in our back office that you're able to connect to based off of your credit report. So basically, whichever report is the strongest, our software is going to connect you with the bank that pulls from that specific credit report. All right. So let's go ahead and get started to understand how to utilize the software. We are going to go through the different tabs here on the side, and then we'll go ahead and show you how to actually use the software. Okay. So first here, once you log onto your software, you'll be brought here to the dashboard. Here on the dashboard, you have the total amount of clients that you have in your back office, the amount of clients that are not fundable, clients that are in the process of being funded, clients that you have already matched with institutions in the software, new clients for the month, and then any clients that you've made inactive. Now, also too, you see we have the number of banks, credit unions, and lenders in the software, which is over 4,000 banks, credit unions, and lenders. And then the total amount of products that we have are 14,528 products. These products include personal loan, auto loan, business loans, credit cards, things of that nature. Okay. So again, we have 4,565 institutions in the software, which are banks, credit unions, and lenders. And then along comes their products, which is 14,528 products that they offer. All right. Here, as you can see, your fundability overview is the amount of clients that are ready to go ahead and be connected to those institutions. We have a client onboarding link or a client link here. Now, a client login link, you can provide it to your clients so they'll be able to log into the software on their end and see exactly what you see, but only pertaining to their credit report. Okay. They won't be able to log in and see exactly what you see in your back office, but they will be able to see everything pertaining to their credit report only. Next here, we have the onboarding link. This link can be provided to new clients so that they can import their information into your software. Okay. You don't manually have to do that. You'll simply provide them with this link, and as long as they have credit monitoring platforms like MyFreeScore now, Identity IQ, or MyScore IQ, they'll be able to import their credit report into the software, and then the software will take over by reading that report to match with any of the institutions in the software. Okay. Now you also have the ability to add the clients yourself manually by simply clicking here where it says Add to CRM. Like I shared, the three platforms here, MyFreeScore Now, Identity IQ, and MyScore IQ, they must have the login credentials for any of the three credit monitoring platforms. If you are going to utilize Identity IQ or MyScore IQ, all you would need is the email, the password, and the last four of the social. Okay, so be sure that you have all of this information in order for the report to import into the software. Again, we only utilize those three credit monitoring platforms. You'll go ahead and click on confirm for this report to be imported into the software, and then you'll click add client, and this client's information will appear in your CRM. Okay. Also, too, we do have a referral link or affiliate link, okay? You can receive monthly commissions based off of the amount of individuals that have subscribed specifically under your referral link. Now, initially, when you do send out your link, it is a 10% monthly commissions that you receive based off of those subscriptions that they have paid. Now, the more subscribers under your link, the higher your percentage goes up to. And the percentage can go as high as 50% of those monthly commissions. Okay, so if you are in fact already registered or have your subscription, start sending out your referral link so you can start receiving those monthly commissions. All right. Next here, get your credit report. We do prefer and recommend that you do create a login with MyScore IQ. This is because MyScore IQ provides you with that FICO credit score. FICO credit scores are what the lenders look at to determine if your profile is fundable or not, okay? So why not have that specific report imported into the software so you can get that accurate reading of your report and be connected with those institutions, all right? So again, MyScore IQ is the recommended suggested credit monitoring platform to utilize for this process, okay? If we go down here, we see these quick actions. You can get your credit report or get your client's credit report, go to settings here, and then we also have an affiliate dashboard. If we click on the affiliate dashboard, this is where you'll be able to see your monthly commissions, how many subscribers you have that have subscribed under your referral link, and so on, okay? There's also other information up here where you can see who is in the top in regards to the leaders of who's sending out their link the most and getting paid out the most. All right, so you'll be able to see that information here on your affiliate dashboard. And like I shared, when you do start receiving or have individuals sign up, subscribe under your specific referral link, you'll get 10% of those commissions. Now that percentage again goes all the way up to 50%. All right, so get those links out there so you can start receiving that monthly commission. Now we have right here the referral links. You have two links here, a link for you to send out to individuals to get started with the software. You can send it directly to the customer by sharing the DM, through email, text message, and different things like that, okay? So you can copy that link here. Now, if you are in like a Telegram group, Facebook group, this is where you will go ahead and copy this link and send it out to that whole community, okay? So this is where both of your links are located so that you can start receiving those monthly commissions. So you can start, making money off of this software, okay? So let's go back here to the software. All right. Next here, we have the calendar. Here on the calendar, we have set training dates, okay? We train on the software 4 days a week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Monday through Thursday, we're offering training to show you exactly how to utilize the software. And also, too, if anybody has any questions, you can come to this platform and ask those questions as well. On Fridays, we do have a mastermind, but if you click on that specific day, as you can see, you can go ahead and click on join. That'll take you directly to the Zoom call as long as at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. Also, too, you can add notes to your calendar, possible reminders. So when you do log into your software, you'll be able to see if there's any tasks that you need to complete on those specific days. Okay. So you just put in the information here to add a note, and you'll save that note. And again, when you come back to your calendar, you'll be able to see those notes here in red. All right. Recent activity is located here. This month's performance is located here. Your client pipeline broken up to all clients, fundable clients, clients that have already been matched with institutions, clients that are not fundable, any new clients for the month, and then any clients that you've made inactive. Now, also too, down here in the pipeline, you can also go directly to the work area for these specific clients. You can review the profile here. You can delete their login if you did provide them with that client login link, or you can delete the client in its entirety. Okay, so these are the different tasks that you can, in fact, accomplish here down in the client pipeline area. CRM, this is where you'll be able to make any changes to any specific client's information. So if we click on a client here, what you'll see on that specific dashboard is the credit scores. If you need to edit anything in regards to the client, you can click here. If you need to get a new report, you'll click here. Here's the client's information here. Also, too, if there's been any score improvements, of course, you will have to update the report in the software in order to be able to review those improvements. If you are utilizing our free credit repair software, this is how you'll determine what round that you're in for that specific client, what round of disputes. If there's any missing information, because when you are sending out those letters, you must have identification documents. If you do not have those, this is going to notify you of that here. And if that client is ready to be connected to those institutions within our software, that information or that is located here as well. And as you can see, ready to apply, you can go ahead and click there and go ahead and move to the next steps. Overall progress, we have that dial there. Everything is on track pretty much. And if you need to continue to build a profile, you can view that action plan here. Okay, so that's everything pertaining to that credit report here. Now, if we go ahead and click right here where it says profile and documents, this is where you'll be able to import the personal information, social security information, their address, what credit monitoring platform they're utilizing, and then also their identification documents can be in fact uploaded here under the profile, okay? Of course, like I shared, when you are disputing utilizing the credit monitoring or any, not credit monitoring, the credit repair software or any credit repair software, you must have identification documents here, okay? So you upload those here directly in the client portal. If you have any other documents that are supporting your dispute process, you can also upload them here, okay? Now, if we go back up to the top, click here in a credit report, you'll be able to see that information, fetch a new report, your credit score history. So every time that you import a new report, of course, you'll be able to see what those scores are. If you have a power of attorney document, you can upload that here. Your generated letters, again, if you've utilized the credit repair software, that'll be located here. And with the credit repair software, your letters, you can either print and mail them out yourself or utilize our printing and mailing service that we have built into the software. Right? Next here, if there's any freezes that you want to implement, you can do that here specifically for Equifax. And then the other creditors are also located here as well. These are the secondary bureaus, okay? So that is all located under the credit repair, or excuse me, the CRM. Oh, okay. Can anybody else not see the screen? Sorry about that, Crystal. I'm not sure why you're not able to see the screen. Let's see. What I see is why you probably keep jumping in and out. Let me see. I'm gonna stop sharing. Share it again and see if that helps you. How about now? Hopefully that worked. It says participants can now see your application. All right. The next tab here is employees. Based off of your subscription, you get a certain amount of users that you can import into the software. These users are considered employees, VAs, partners. Okay, so anybody that you would like to give access to your subscription or to your software, you can do that by simply clicking Add Member, type in their first, last name, whatever email they want to be connected to. You can make them active or inactive, create a password, and then you'll create employee. You provide them with these login credentials and they'll have access to utilize your software. Okay. So again, this is based off of your subscription, how many subscribers you do, or not subscribers, how many users you have to be able to utilize your software. Okay. Work area. This is where we do most of the work when it comes to utilizing the software. Okay. So we will come back to this tab. Feature request. If there's any request you feel would be beneficial to the software and help you out to utilize the software as well as possibly others, you can go ahead and add that information here. So what you would do is click on new idea, type in your title, description of your idea. If you have a picture of that, you can upload it, submit your idea. Our team on the back end will review that to determine if this is something will be beneficial to the software as well as the users. Okay, so we always want to hear those ideas, especially if it's something that'll help you utilize the software more effectively. AI coaches are Chat GPT specifically made for our software and pertaining to credit repair or funding. So if you have any questions for a specific client, you'll go ahead and ask those questions here. So what you would do is go ahead and select a client, ask the chat anything pertaining to credit repair or funding based off of that report, and the chat will be able to answer those questions. All right. Knowledge base is our school community. So those of us that are not yet in the school community, you can engage with them here in the software. You can write what's on your mind here and other things here that you can also engage with the community here. Here in the classroom, we do have previous recorded trainings of the software as well as our masterminds. So you get be able to access some of those videos here, right? Subscriptions, here are your subscriptions here. We have 4 tiers. You have your unlimited subscription, which is $297.88 a month. Now, what this gets you is unlimited clients that you can import into the software, unlimited users, okay? Accelerator tier is $228.88 a month, 100 clients, 20 users, and again, so those users can be in reference to your employees, okay? Momentum, $148.88 a month, 30 clients, 5 users. We scroll on up here, we have our foundation, which is $28.88, 1 client, 1 user, okay? Now, for those of us that have not yet subscribed yet, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link here for you guys to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, okay? Ms. Crystal, I hope you can hear now. So if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and click the link here that's in the chat to start your subscription. All right, there's that. And we just went over those options there. Now, understand too, you have the ability to pay monthly or yearly, okay? So whichever works best for you financially, you'll go ahead and take advantage of that right there, okay? Support, we have a phenomenal support team that's readily available to assist, okay? So say, for instance, you're having any questions about the software, your software is not working correctly, we want you to reach out to our support team so they can further assist to ensure that you do have all of the accessibility to your subscription or to your software, okay? So again, if there's anything going on with your software, please be sure to either submit a support ticket, provide them with the subject, the category, what priority it is, the description of your issue, and then you'll go ahead and submit. Okay, within 24 hours, you should receive a response. Let's see. I don't know, Miss Crystal. I don't know why you can't see my screen. Are you on your phone or your computer? So that's for you to be able to submit a support ticket. We have our FAQs located here. Contact information. So say, for instance, you want to contact someone over the phone. You can go ahead and do this Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also text this number as well. You can email our support here, the support at thescoremachine.com, 24-hour response time, and you can also live chat with our support team as well. That's a 2-minute response time. Now, here are our times that we're available, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific, to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Sunday, we are closed. Also, too, live chat, like I shared, is a 2-minute response time. Simply click on one of the support members here, type in your message, and they'll get back to you as well. Okay. Computer. If you're not on the right Zoom page, that will prevent you from seeing what you see, what we see here on the screen. Is anybody else not seeing what I'm showing on the screen? Kendall, are you able to see? Kenneth, are you able to see? Just type or put a 1 in the chat if you're able to see my screen. Okay, okay. Okay, Miss Crystal, I'm not sure. Especially if you just got the software today, I would love for you to be able to see exactly what I am doing so that you can know how to work it. But hearing it as well, maybe take some notes. That way, you can have that. We also have recordings in the software, like I shared, that's in the knowledge base. Click in the classroom. So if you're logged into your software right now, you can go to knowledge base, click in the classroom, and you'll be able to see one of the recordings of how to utilize the score machine. But I hate that you can't see it right now. All right, so we just went over our support. Then we have our settings tab. In the settings, you'll be able to change anything specific to your profile. passwords. Your score machine agreement is located here in the agreements. Also, too, we do have a funding override, module override. So we do have a safeguard in the software which protects your credit report. So say for instance, if you have, which we'll see an example here, you have 4 inquiries on one of the bureaus. Well, the software is going to only connect you to the institutions that do not pull from that specific credit bureau, because there's a limit to how many inquiries you should have on each of the reports. Okay. But you would need to review this information and agree to the terms before you're able to enable this option here. Okay, so that is located under agreements. If we go to integrations, as we can see, the credit monitoring platforms are already integrated into the software. If you happen to have Goal High Level to help you run your business, you can implement them and sync your information here. If you do utilize a credit repair software, you can implement that into the software as well. Your onboarding link, you can change your slug. So to make it more personable to you, like you see, instead of it saying Sandbox, you can change it to Kindle, or you could change it to Crystal. Make it more personable, okay? And then also too, with your onboarding link, you can make that more personable by adding your logo if you have one, and the colors that match your logo. Okay, so when you do send out your onboarding link, they'll see that everything is pertaining to you. That it won't say the score machine. All right. All right, so that is under integrations. Then we have merchant integrations, which we do encourage individuals to sign up with five-star processing, which allows you to create invoices into the software. So in the event that you are utilizing this as a funding platform to help you get your clients funded, you can go ahead and create those invoices here in the software, okay? Collect on those invoices here, okay? So that's under merchant integration, specifically with five-star processing. Then appearance, you can change it from light to dark, okay? If you want to change or change the spacing on the screen, you can do that. If you want to turn off the animations, you can do that as well. So you see how in the background it's going from light to darker. You can turn that off as well, okay? So let's go ahead and show you how to utilize the software. Let's go ahead and click in the work area. Once we click in the work area, we then need to click on a specific name. So once you have added yourself as a client into the software, you will be located here in the work area. And in order for you to add yourself to the software, you must utilize the credit monitoring sites of Identity IQ, MyScore IQ, and MyFreeScore Now. Okay, those are the only 3 platforms. If you already have your credit report pulled and you have like a paper copy of it, that cannot be uploaded. The 2 systems have to be able to communicate, and those are the 3 systems that communicate great with our software. All right, so let's go ahead and click on a client name. You'll be brought here to the work area. Now here in the work area, you have different tabs located here. So analysis, progress report, underwriting, credit war map, automated credit analysis, credit repair, debt consolidation, funding audit, and funding. Okay. Also, too, pertaining to the credit report, we have an overview of the report, personal information, inquiries, public records, accounts, if you have any of those. Okay. Your credit scores are going to be located here on this home screen of the work area for that specific client. The number of accounts you have, if there were any collections on your report, the inquiries, utilizations located here, and your if there were any late payments. Okay. Other information is also located here specifically for that client. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on the first tab, which is analysis. You have to click directly on that little icon there. And with the analysis, that gives you a background or understanding of credit. So understanding your credit, what are credit bureaus, what is in my credit report, why is credit important? All of that information is going to be pretty much explained here in the analysis tab. Next, we're going to go ahead and click on progress report. Here on the progress report is going to give you a report or a summary of your actual report. So you have your scores here, the last time you pulled a report, the newest date of the report that's been pulled, how many items that are negatively affecting the report, items that have been removed, new items that have been added to that report. Okay. We scroll down here more, your credit score analysis. This is going to provide you with a breakdown of your credit score specifically for these categories. So understand your credit score is developed based off of these 5 different categories and percentages. So based off of how your report is created or what's in your report is going to let you know the percentage of where you're meeting each of these categories here. Okay. So as you can see, 35%, 30%, 15%, 10, and 10 are these different categories. And based off of your report, it's going to give you that percentage of where you are for your specific report. Okay. Types of negative accounts that are on your report, if there are any: inquiries, late payments, collections, charge-offs, public records. Okay, that's located here. A full breakdown of those negative items. So the type of negative item it is, the account that or the date that that account was open, the creditor it's attached to, the bureau it's attached to, and then if it's a new account, present account, or if it's been removed, it's going to be located here. Okay. Scroll down more, your credit history, your average age, your oldest account, recent inquiries here, and good accounts and bad accounts are going to be located here, right? So that is our progress report. If we go ahead and click on our icon here, underwriting, this is where you're able to see if your report is ready to be connected to any of the institutions in our software. Okay. So once that report is imported, the software is going to read it and we'll be brought here to the underwriting tab. We scroll on down here. Again, we see our credit scores, and then we scroll down more and we see, do you qualify? Now, these are the data points that we, in fact, have received from our bank relationship managers who have provided us this information, basically letting us know, hey, these are the points, or these are the options, the information that we're checking to determine if we can connect to the institutions here, okay? So as we can see here, green means good to go. Yellow means proceed with caution. Red means not eligible. Okay. So we have green here, this data point, your scores is 700 to 730 plus. You're ready to apply for personal and business. Under 30% utilization on open revolving accounts. Minimum 5 open primary credit cards with 2 years of good payment history. So regardless of what the limit is, as long as it's 5 of them and they've been open for 2 years or more. Then we have 2 primary credit cards with at least 2 years of age and 5,000 plus limits. Okay. No more than 4 unsecured accounts open in the last 12 months. Under 4 inquiries. And let's talk about this here. Yellow means proceed with caution. As we can see, TransUnion already has those 4 inquiries. So we have the safeguard implemented that is going to protect the report. And like I shared, it is not going to provide us with any institutions that pull from TransUnion because we're already at that 4 inquiry requirement. Okay. Collections, charge-offs, late payments, bankruptcies. As we can see, this report is good to go even with this proceed with caution because Experian and Equifax still have green checks. Our next steps for this specific report would be to go to funding. Okay. Scroll on up. Debt utilizations broken down to all bureaus. So a total of utilization percentage is going to be located here. But as we saw at the top with one of our data points, it has to be under 30% utilization. Okay. Negative accounts impacting your report. So in the event that there were anything negative, the software is going to let you know there. Inquiries that are lowering your chances of approval is located here. And let's kind of break this down here. So we already knew that we have 4 inquiries on our TransUnion credit report, right? Experian, we have 3, so that leaves us with 1 inquiry that we can utilize. And then Equifax, we have 2, that leaves us with 2 inquiries that we can utilize, okay? In total, that leaves us with 3 inquiries, okay? Let's scroll on here, scroll on down here, the number of the accounts. So the type of account it is, the creditor is open to, if the status of the account is open or closed, the designator, so is it an authorized user, individual account, or a joint account? When it was open, the age on that account, the limit, if there was any balances that have to be located here, and also what bureau it's on, okay? So those are your accounts. That's your account information located there. Let's scroll up here and we have this pay down tab here. So say for instance, you have high utilization and you want to bring it down. As we can see, this specific account has a 54% utilization. Okay. What we can do is get a plan to help us bring down that utilization. So what you'll do is go ahead and click on the specific account there. And as you can see, currently it's 54 utilization, 54% utilization. Say we want to bring it down to, let's say 20%. Here are your payment targets. If you want to pay daily, that'll be $6.45. Weekly, $45.27. Monthly, $196.17. And if you just want to take care of the whole thing, it'll be $2,354. Okay. So this is a pay down plan that you can possibly, utilize for yourself if this is what you're utilizing the software for, or if you're utilizing it for your business. You can send a screenshot of this to your clients to let them know, hey, your utilization is pretty high. This is how we can get it down to our target 20%, or if you want to stay at the 30%, that's broken down there as well. Okay. So this is going to be a good tool to utilize for any consultations as well. If you're trying, working on getting your clientele up, your clients are saying, hey, I'm ready for funding, but you pull them in here and you see, utilization is high, you'll be able to provide them with these pay down plans. Okay. So that's located under the underwriting tab. Okay. Now, if we go ahead and click on Credit War Map, the Credit War Map has an inquiry attack process, which is a chat that we developed specifically for inquiry. So those of us that do not want to call the bureaus to dispute or to have those inquiries removed, you can have these letters created for you. Now, with the letters, all the instructions are located here once you do click on Launch Inquiry Exterminator. I don't want to click on it because it's been logging me out, but let me see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it keeps taking me out of the system, but all the instructions are going to be located there for you to be able to continue the process. So let me get back here to our scope machine. And while I'm doing this, does anybody have any questions? You can raise your hand and we can answer those questions for you. Let's see. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach K. What's your question?
Hey, good evening. How you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome, thank you.
No problem.
So it's not you didn't go over this yet, but I'm new to the software. I'm new to the whole score machine, but I've been doing the whole funding thing for the last year or so. So today, when I got into the actual uh, dashboard
Gotcha.
or
Okay.
CRM, I was
Mm-hmm.
uploading my clients in there, right? So I had about 4 clients that I just uploaded. All 4 of the clients I previously had gotten them funding on the personal side, right?
Okay.
And as of right now, because I did it within the last 30 days, none of them, the what is it called? Like it hasn't showed on their profile yet, right? Because it take 30 days for that profile to
Oh,
show.
gotcha. Okay. Uh-huh.
So I wanted to get them business funding now, and I had looked at it. I did a couple like pre-approvals for them. I know that they're ready to go. But when I two of the 4 that I uploaded into the score machine, one of them, their Experian didn't come up, and the other one, the Equifax didn't come up. So they only got 2 of the 3 bureaus.
Euros. Uh-huh.
So it said that they were, not fundable because it didn't show
All
that
of
they're
the
a bureau.
bureaus. Right.
So I just wanted to reach out to somebody and see, you know, how do I fix that or what's going on? Just simply because they both over 800, they both got all of the data points. I literally fixed their credit to set them up for funding specifically. And,
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to see how do we get this rectified to show that third bureau on their profile or to make sure that they are fundable.
Okay. And what I want you to do is, if you haven't already, reach out to support. They will be able to look into the back office to see, or the back end to see exactly what and why what the issue is with that report not pulling in. What
Okay.
credit monitoring site did you utilize?
Um, the one that y'all said you should use, I want to say is
My Score
Mos
IQ?
Q. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, tap in with the support. Hopefully, let me see, what time is it? We might still have some, maybe not, but I would say tap into support. You can either, and I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so you can see, or if you're not, if you're already in the software, you can call the number there. I would call the number or text the number 475-259-8768 and let
Okay,
support know, hey, one of my report or my reports are not pulling up for a specific clients. Please, help me out with this. And they'll be able to see the coding on the back end, so they'll be able to further assist you.
understood. Greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. And anytime, and everybody on the call, anytime that you're having issues like that specifically, or anything working with the software, please reach out to support. They'll be able to look and see the coding on the back end to see what happened.
Also, while I do have you, can I ask you another question, please?
Yes.
Also, okay, so like I said, today was my first day utilizing the software, but for the last 2 days, I've been watching you guys' YouTube videos, and you're just trying to get an understanding of how the software works. So, when you're trying to take your client through the funding process,
Hmm.
and let's just say that you look at their profile and it says funding ready, right? They're ready
Hmm.
to go. Um, it has personal and it has business, right? One or the other, or
Hmm.
it says both. Now, when it comes to that, when you click on it and it say 50,000 to 101K, is
Hmm.
that an estimate of what they could get? Because
A
pretty much,
projection, yes. A
yeah.
projection around about how much, yes.
So now when you click on that, I noticed this say like in this particular example, Wells Fargo offered 27,000, Chase offered 37,000. Are those also projections? Or
Yeah, yes, well, no, those are actually the options or the amounts that they can possibly go ahead and request or get approved for.
okay, got it. Got it. So one more time. So in this example, if they saying that my client could get 100,000 and it's showing Wells Fargo, Chase, and two other institutions that's offering 25,000 apiece, if I do go ahead and apply, then they will get that 25,000 apiece from those institutions, correct?
Correct, but I would, the only, the other thing that comes into play is the application process and how you answer those questions. Now, we don't
Okay.
provide you with the instructions or how to do that part. But of course, that also comes into play of how you complete that application, what numbers you did put in there, and
Okay.
so on.
And I don't want to hold you. I know I got a lot of
No, you're
questions.
good. You're good. No, you're good.
Okay. So now, when you're filling out now, with that, when it comes to the application, and they talking about, how much the business is making, everything is projected, correct?
Correct.
All right. So hypothetically, my client going to make 500,000 this year. I'm gonna put that they're going to make 500,000, not that they made 500,000, correct?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. And then my next question is, um, I want to. I'm not sure if I've seen this, and I was like, I gotta ask you, but did I see that there is a do-it-yourself funding process where you do it for your clients, and as
Yep.
well
And
as
you're
there?
getting ahead of us because I'm gonna go through all of that too. But
Oh
yes,
shit!
there.
Listen, I've been watching these
I
YouTube
know.
all day. I said, oh look, this is the first day I got on here, and I got on the calendar, and I seen that you guys having a call today. So I
Yeah.
got questions written down. I need to get through this so I could get my clients funded.
Good. I'm glad you showed up because it's you can watch it all day, but and to be able to engage and have that information is even better as well.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for answering all my questions. Thank you again.
No, you're good. You're welcome.
So as you go through, I got more questions, but I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Okay. All right. So this is our credit war map here. Like I shared, the inquiry attack process. If you need to get those inquiries removed and utilize our chat, it's going to give you all the instructions you need to do to move forward to have those letters created. And again, you can print and mail out the letters yourself, or you can utilize our printing and mailing service. Now, if you do get an invoice and you're like, oh God, this is expensive, and this is for anything that you do in the software, just communicate with our team and they'll work on trying to make that price a little bit more affordable. Initially, we do go with the certified option. But again, if that's too much and you're like, oh, I don't need all of that, just let the team know, communicate with them, so that they can go ahead and, work on getting those on invoices to something that is more affordable for you. Now here under the credit war map, if you in fact do have anything negatively affecting the report, you can go ahead and utilize the M2 software, okay? Or continue to utilize the free credit repair software that's in software as well. Utilization, now this is not broken down by the pay down option that I show you guys under the underwriting tab, but this does provide you with, say for instance, if you want to bring it down to 30%, 25%, and so on, it's broken down like that. So it doesn't give you the daily, weekly rate or monthly rate, but it just gives you how much you can pay over for the whole entire year. All right. If we go down here, step 4, this is our account aging strategy. So it's broken down for the type of account, the creditor was opened, if it's the status of the account, if it's open or closed, designator, authorized user, individual or joint, and then the date it was open and the age here. Now, what I have come across is sometimes we do import credit reports into the software and they don't meet those two data points. And I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. If I go back to underwriting, scroll on up, these two data points, minimum of 5 open primary credit cards with 2 years history. So they don't have that 2-year history, or two primary credit cards with 2 years history plus the 5,000 limit. Now we'll be able to see what that age is if we go to our credit war map, scroll on down to step 4, and you can see the age here. So right here, you see the age, okay? This will be able to let you know how much age you have on those specific accounts. Okay, so if you came to an accountant and only had a year and let's say 9 months, that'll be broken down here. You can pretty much tell your client like, hey, we have to wait a little bit longer before that account it has the correct amount of age. Also, too, if you happen to have, which is hard to come across, a primary trade line vendor who is going to for sure put those trade lines on your credit report with this age, that will be another route that you can go as well. Okay. But this is going to be able to show you the breakdown of that age located here. Then we have our age growth planner, of course. This information here is letting you know what age you can utilize to help bring you up to that specific years or limit, age within your credit report. Okay. That's located here. Then we have our accounts that are pulling our average down is going to be located here. Accounts that's anchoring is located here. And your strategy notes. And again, if that report is fundable, you can just go to funding. Let's go to our next tab here. Automated credit analysis. If we click here, with the automated credit analysis, we're going to agree to the terms here. This is going to provide us with any violations on each of the accounts. So say, for instance, you are doing credit repair and you come across, accounts that have late payments, what have you. It's going to provide you with those violations, and I'll show you that here. So if you go ahead and click on accounts, scroll down here. For each of the account, you're going to have to click on credit repair. We click on credit repair. It's going to provide you with the violations if there are any detected. Okay, so based off of bureau present, creditor name, account number, this information is broken down based off of the different categories. Now, in order for you to see those violations, what you'll do is click on applicable law set, and the violations and codes will be located here, like for FCRA, FACTA, GLBA, Metro 2, regulatory, and other. So each of the accounts, if there's any violations detected, and say, for instance, you are creating your own letters or what have you, you can gather this information here. And again, it's for each account that's located here. So as you can see here, it hasn't been pulled yet. What you have to do is click on credit repair. And if there's any violations detected, it's going to be located here. All right. So that's under the automated credit analysis. Then we're going to go ahead and scroll on over here to credit repair. Now, our credit repair software is very simple to utilize. It only takes 6 clicks. It is a free software that is offered in the Score Machine because we've noticed that sometimes reports are not just not ready. And instead of you losing that client, you can keep them within your pipeline, utilize the credit repair software to get the credit to where you need it to be. and then come back and go ahead and connect them to the funding institutions, okay? So we go ahead and scroll on down here. Like I said, it only takes 6 clicks to utilize the software. If you want to click each of the accounts individually, go ahead, Coach K. What's your question?
Yeah. So when it comes to, can you scroll down just a little bit? I mean, sorry, up.
Okay.
Apologies. So right here, so we got credit war room, we got automated credit analyst, and then we got the credit repair. So right now, if once I get a new client and I put them into the database or to the CRM,
hmm
which one of these tabs would I click on to use to send them a breakdown of what their credit currently look like, and what we need to do for them?
Underwriting.
Under,
Underwriting is going to give you that breakdown. So when you click on underwriting, it'll show you if they meet those data points. That's where you'll see that pay down option there. And I'll go back to the underwriting tab. See, so these are your data points here. Do you qualify? We go
okay,
to our utilization. If there were any negative accounts on the report, that's going to be located here. Inquiries that are lowering the chances are going to be located here. And for this specific report, like I don't know if you were on when we first started, but our software has a safeguard in here. So to prevent you from just pulling the report, say for instance, with our data points, 4 inquiries are the max there. For TransUnion, we already had those 4 inquiries. So what's going to happen is the software is not going to provide you with any institutions that pull from TransUnion.
got it.
But you do have 1 left with Experian and 2 left with Equifax. So that's what's going to be located here under the underwriting. The type of accounts you have on there, that pay down thing, that pay down plan option is located here under underwriting as well. So if their utilization is high, that's when you can be able to develop that plan here. Say for instance, you want to bring it down lower than 30%, you click on that, and then it's going to break it down daily, weekly, monthly, and annual.
Okay, and even if the client came in and, I knew from the beginning they weren't funding ready because they just had a slew of different, derogatories on their report,
hmm
would I still go there to send them that report? Like if I wanted to just send them an analysis of what their credit looked like when they signed up with me today and what it is we're trying to accomplish, would I send them the
Yep.
same thing?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. And what I do sometimes is I'll send them the breakdown here. Do you qualify? Also, too, on forensics, it breaks it down like this.
okay, got it.
So you can also screenshot that as well and send it. We are working on a tab where you can literally have a PDF created to show you to have everything pretty much all together. But for now, you can do a screenshot. See, we're working on it right now.
Understood. Thank you very much.
No problem. Credit repair. Like I was sharing, you can go ahead and either, it only takes 6 clicks, but if you want to have letters created for specific accounts individually, you can do that. All right, but for training purposes, we're going to go ahead and have everything selected. So we're going to go select all. So that's click 1, 2, 3. All right, so everything is selected here if they're of the negative items. Then our click 4 will be the dispute type. So this is based off of the type of verbiage and the amount of pages for each of your dispute letters. Okay. Enhance, of course, is going to be more aggressive verbiage as well as more pages that are going to be included in each of the letters. Okay. So that's just for training purposes. Let's see what an enhance would look like. So that'll be click number 4. Click number 5 is what round that we're in. So if this is our first round, it's polite. Second, firm. Third, legal. Fourth, it is strict. Fifth, threatening. Sixth is the strongest. And I want you guys to understand as well, we do have credit attorneys on the back end in the event that you do not receive any disputes by your 6th round. They are ready to go ahead and take it to litigation. They were also involved in the creation of the letter, so they're very aware of how our letters are formulated. And if they do need to go ahead and step in and take it to your litigation process, you do have those readily available as well. Okay. So click number 5 is what round you're in. And then click number 6 is generate your disputes. All right. Now, while those disputes are creating, you also, if you haven't already imported your client's documents, say you didn't put them in the CRM, you can also add them here. Remember, you must have these identification documents in order for you to move forward with the process. All right, our letters have been created. As you can see, you can either download them and print them out and mail them out yourself, or utilize our printing and mailing service. Go ahead, Coach K. What's your question?
So when it comes to uploading the documents, right? Like, um, do the clients upload them themselves, or do they send them to me and then I upload them? If you said that, I did not hear it, so I
No,
apologize.
no, it's fine. Whichever process you want to utilize. So remember, you do have the ability to either send them your onboarding link where they'll be able to do all of, or no, on the onboarding link, they're not able to do that. So what you can do is either collect the information for them, or give them their client login information or the client login link. They can create their own profile there, and then they'll be able to upload them through that
Okay.
portal.
So just for clarity, they would need the
Um,
not the client or not the client onboarding link. That wouldn't allow them to be able to upload that. But they would
no,
need their login. They would need a login link in order
here
for
it
them to do
is. On your dashboard to say client login. You can provide them with that, and then they'll be able to utilize this to upload any other documents.
that. Okay. And also notice like you can turn that on or off when you're in the software. So if I do not, if I didn't want to give my clients a login, right? I just wanted to have access to their information. I
Mhm.
would just have to have them send that to me through
Via
email, text
email.
message, and then
Yeah.
just upload it
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. Let's see if our letters are still here. Okay, I'm gonna generate them again. I'll show you guys an example. Go enhanced, and it's our round one, generate. All right, our letters are being created. And then you'll be able to see with enhanced, and here they are being created. So like I said, you can either print and mail them out yourself or utilize the printing and mailing service. For these specific letters here, it's 22 pages. Scroll down. This set is 14 pages, 22. And this is because this profile is very thin. It doesn't have much negative items on it. 13. Let's see, you guys are gonna probably drop my mouth drop, but I created letters for my client the other day. One of the set of letters had 118 pages. And by then, our point is not for them to just put them through the eOscar. At that point, we want a human being to read them. Okay, so that is our credit repair software. Like I said, it is free, included in the score machine, and then you also have access to those credit attorneys. There is a form that you can complete to get in contact with the credit attorneys, and it is in our school community. I'll go ahead and drop that school community, our paid in full school community. You can get access to that as well. So let me get that there. Let me put it here in the chat. Okay, so there is the school community link there. I believe, maybe not. Nope, that was for the function. Copy again. Let's see. There we go. All right, and that's for the school community. Okay, paid in full. All right, let's go to our debt consolidation tab. Here on the debt consolidation, you can create plans or reminders to remind you to pay down your debt. Okay, so for specific account here, let's scroll down for one that we have not created a reminder for. So let's go with the Amex account here. Our balance right now is $25. If you want to send or create a reminder there, you'll go ahead and click on that little icon here. I'm gonna scroll back up. And this is where you'll be able to create your plan or your reminder here. Okay. So based off of your utilization, depending on where it is, you can go ahead and determine that there. How long you want to take to pay off that specific debt, it goes all the way up to 36 months. What day of the month that you want to pay that off there. Okay. And if you want email reminders to be sent out, this is where you'll be able to create that as well. So the first of the month, you're going to get a reminder yourself or your clients, because their email is in here to send out that reminder. You'll save it. And every first of the month, you're going to get an email letting you know, hey, it's time for us to go ahead and pay this Amex because this is our goal to consolidate or bring down our debt. All right. And all those plans are located here. You can enable them or disable them by simply clicking on the icon there. You have to go back up here to be able to stop the reminders and so on. Okay, so that is where you'll be able to create those reminders there to help you with your debt. Funding audit, this is where we're going to go ahead and agree to the terms here. And this is where you'll get a projection of around about how much you can get funded for based off of your credit scores. Okay, so of course, if the better the score, the numbers are usually around about the same here. Okay. Again, if you only want information for personal, you'll select that. Only for business, you'll select that. Keep it at both, you'll select that. Okay. So again, this is a projection of how much you can get funded on the personal side or business. And understand with the business, this is still going through your personal credit, okay? It's not going off of business credit. It's still being personally guaranteed through your actual credit report, all right? And then if you are fundable, you can go ahead and click on Funding Apply, agree to the terms, and we are here in our funding module or funding option here, okay? So if whatever state you are in, the client's in, you can go ahead and determine that there. If they also reside in another state, you can also add that here. So when we have a lot of clients that have different addresses in different states, they can still possibly be connected to those institutions. Our AI matched is going to be utilized for individuals to give us some options within the 20-mile radius of their address or their zip code. Okay. Hybrid is the mixture of the three. DIY is for you to do it yourself to pick your own banks within the software. Okay. Right now it's on hybrid. Remember, I said it's the match of the two. With the funding admin tool. Say, for instance, if you are utilizing this for your funding company, if you're charging more than 10% or whatever your percentage is, you can customize it as well. Based off of how much you've gotten your client approved for, the software, of course, does the calculations for you and let you know, hey, this is what you need to charge your client to pay you back for doing all of the hard work for them. Okay, so that's implemented in here. And then also too, in the integrations, you can create a profile with 5-star processing to be able to collect on those invoices if you like within the software. Okay. Funding strategy. Here are our funding types, also known as the products. Remember, I shared in the beginning of the training, you had over 14,000 products in the software. These products include personal loans, credit cards, SBA loans, line of credit, merchant, cash advance, home equity loans, auto loans. Now, right now it's selected on both, which is given the option for business and personal. If we only want a business options, here are your options here, credit cards, SBA loans, line of credit, merchant, cash advance. Only want personal options, loan, credit card, line of credit, home equity loan, auto loan. Keep it selected at both. You have all of the options here, okay? Remember, I shared we do have those 3 inquiries and the software is going to do all the hard work for you. So for now, with Experian, American Express, this is the amount that we can go ahead and apply for. If you go ahead and click on apply, it's going to take you directly to that application. Now, again, we do not provide you with instructions on how to complete that application, but we do encourage do not do any bank fraud by falsifying any documentation. Okay. Then we have those 2 inquiries for Equifax. Bank of America is one of the options, and as we can see, our client already got approved for 30,000. Okay, but again, you click on apply, that's going to take you directly to that application. And then again, for another Equifax pool, because we had 2 with Equifax, here's our Chase option. Okay, now for our DIY option, or like I shared, our hybrid offers the DIY option as well. It's the mixture of the 3. You can select another bank if you would like, if these are the options that you do not want to go with. And again, the software is going to provide you with options specifically either for Equifax, Experian only, because our TransUnion credit report already had those 4 inquiries. So we click on that little tab there. We scroll on down, click on the arrow. We can select out of the 4,000 plus banks here. Select one of the banks here. Let's go with this one since our mouse stopped there. Funding types that are available to us, loan or SBA loan. Select the option here, click on there. And then we can go ahead and apply for this specific lender or credit union or bank here. All right, and that is your DIY option. You get to select the different banks that are within the software. If we want to go again, here's another option. Click on the select any selected bank here, go Webster Bank here. Funding types that are available, credit cards, line of credit, loan. Let's go with credit card. Here are your different credit card options, everyday awards. And again, go ahead and apply. And that is the funding platform. If anybody has any questions, let's go ahead and get your questions answered. Raise your hand. We can get those questions answered. Coach K, do not hesitate. If you still have questions, please unmute.
How can we go about getting more training when it comes to the credit repair side?
What more training would you need? Give me.
I guess going about actually how to gain clients.
I got you. So depending on how did you get this information to come to the class?
Well,
Was it,
I'm currently into system building and also do taxes.
and how did you come across to get the link to join onto the call today?
Kenny Nolan.
Okay. Um, Either if that community teaches you that information, or I believe also Andre, which is Smart Hustlers Club school community, they go into depth of, credit repair, how to get clients, things of that nature, marketing and stuff. Um, those communities will be the ones to help you out. Just to give you a little something, of course, social media, running ads on social media, if you can get a funnel created and then you just add that on your social media and say, hey, click here, that's an option. Influencer. If there's some influencers that are online and say, hey, if you want us to post something or a story or on our feed, we can do that at a price. So that's a couple of options or ways that you can go ahead and get your clientele up. Of course, word of mouth, posts that you make on Facebook or Instagram, things of that nature. If you're in Telegram groups, hey, I do credit repair. Here's my funnel. Click on it. It gives them the breakdown of your different tiers of services that you have. Um, Something like that.
Oh, that was some good information. Thank you.
Cool, cool. I hope you wrote it down because I know I said a lot, a lot. All right, well, if there's no questions, this will end our call for today. We will be back here tomorrow, same time, same link. Coach Viv will be on to train and go over the process of the software as well. So please join us. If you continue to have issues, Coach K, please reach out to the support team about that credit report. If they don't get back to you by tonight, again, reach out tomorrow so that you can get that resolved and get your clients connected. If there's no questions going forward, we're going to end. Hopefully, we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you guys then. Oh, before I leave, was there anybody that would like for me to put their report in here? If not, it's fine. If you already have your software and you're doing it yourself, that's even better. All right, perfect. Well, you guys have a great rest of your evening. Coach K, stay on that with the support team, and you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.